What is up? What is up? What is up, YouTube? Hey, let's start like this, baby. Let's start it like this. Hey!
323 to 584. D5, let us know.
Off the album.
I can't believe Diddy locked in a cell, tunnels under his house and he can't make bail. Neighbors scared stiff, won't retrieve they ball. If it bounce over Diddy gate, they don't call. Ain't no doorbell ringing, ain't no fence climbing. They say the devil dance quiet when the stars aligning. Talk in the street about basements with scream, where the silence too loud and the truth still bleed. Lawyer walks off, said the case too thick. Even his mama on IV drip. Sick trying to detox demon while praying on lies. But you can't cleanse blood when it drips from the sky.
Lawyers will argue today that Sean Combs deserves some special treatment. They're hoping to get him out from behind bars as quickly as possible. This morning, the case against Sean Combs returns to court following the split verdict.
I can't believe I saw the twins in the pews. Eyes wide shut trying to dodge daddy's snooze. Courtroom silence when they walking slow. I felt the shame hit the floor like a soul on the go. They say he comfy now. Sheets folded neat. Other inmates doing favors just to eat. He's still moving like a mobile with a plan. But God don't blink. The karma hits like a fan. Cases dropping daily. Names ain't redacted. One brave soul said, nah, I ain't asking. I'm not anonymous. I'm proud with the pen. Said you're gonna remember this truth again and again.
We are just getting started. We're going to win, and we're not going to stop until he walks out of prison, a free man to his family. The defense argues there are exceptional circumstances.
I can't believe Diddy was found not guilty, but the vibe in the room still felt filthy. Face to face, I ain't flinch or shake. I told him what you did to that girl was a damn disgrace. I can't believe Diddy was found not guilty, but the vibe in the room still felt filthy. Face to face, I ain't flinch or shake. I told him what you did to that girl was a damn disgrace. I can't believe.
I can't believe I'm just chilling out in the Philippines, baby. We went to the mall. We had some fun. I can't believe how beautiful it is over here. All the people are beautiful. I can't believe people are checking out the YouTube channel. They love the channel. I can't believe that the people, even in the Philippines, they like hip hop music and stuff, man. They say, oh, you are a star. Now hold up. Now hold up for a minute. I ain't no star. I thank everybody, man. Thank all the subscribers, man. We are looking at that 500,000 subscribers, baby. Thank y'all. Thank everybody. Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that bell. Let's show Diddy and the rest of the world you don't have to be a bad person to make it in this world. I can't believe, man. I can't believe this man is locked up, man, and can't even make bail, cuz. The making bail is over with. You can't. Ain't no more bail. Ain't nothing you can. There's no such thing as bail for you no more, bruh. You about to do your time. In 2 more months or whatever, I done lost count over this shit. Excuse me, man. How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? Hey, Uncle Mike, thank y'all, man. Leave a comment, man. Let me know where y'all listening from. Let me know where y'all checking this stuff out from, man. Hit me in the comments, baby. I be loving them comments, man. I'm over this. I'm tearing up the comments. Hey, check this out, man. Let's get in this video. Check this out, man. Very bad news. Very bad news, Uncle Mike. Y'all know I can't see. Very bad news. Very bad Diddy news. His dark sex magic rituals and my own experience with him. Whoa, give him a thumbs up on this. I found out, shout out to my man, Murad. We do a lot of his videos. I do a lot of reactions to his videos. Damn, it's another person. Diddy, oh wait a minute. YouTuber Shocking Secrets Lifestyle Exposed. Oh my God, I gotta go check. That was 2 years ago though. Maybe it changed. Oh my God. Anyway, check this out, man. we do a lot of his videos because he is bringing a lot of up-to-date stuff. He was at the courthouse and all this good stuff, man. But he also let us know that he was, I don't know, trafficked or armored or whatever when he was young. He was in some situation where people was doing him wrong, basically. I don't know his story and I don't care to know it, but he's going to talk from his experience also on this whole thing. So hey, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check it out, man.
I really want to get into this topic, and it's regard to Diddy and sex magic that I believe was used from his side. And I do believe that this conversation is very interesting and dark, because I also have my own experience of this conversation that I also want to get into as well. Hey guys, it's Murad Merali, daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this video and discuss the fact of rituals that Diddy would use continuously in his life to evade and escape any troubles that he would face. I do believe there was a time where Gene Deal, one of his security guards, mentioned that this man obviously had a dove and was making prayers and rituals in regards to this animal to basically get away with anything that he was facing in court with J-Lo and the shooting in New York and etc. at the time. Now, fast forward to P. Diddy's trial, there were even, in lawsuits and etc. where Cassie basically had to grab the elements of fluid from a man like semen, and she was told to carry that to him as he was laying down and rub it on her and rub it on certain parts of her, his body. Now, I'd highly doubt that's going to arouse him. I believe there are certain methods and rituals that people do to kind of encompass dark energy and matter in some kind of way. And not only that, but there have been multiple lawsuits now from men coming out, civil lawsuits, where they have stated that Diddy wanted to put his fluids into a person's mouth, but then also he wanted to keep it there. And there was one man who was taken back into a van via his goons, and he still had the fluids in his mouth. Diddy then said that he wanted to ejaculate and then tell the man to rub that on somebody else. It's always got something to do with that. And I think that is a reoccurring theme, because there is always something rubbed on somebody, which is why I also feel like baby oil is also a massive situation here that people keep ignoring, and it was conveniently ignored a lot in the trial in terms of how that was laced with certain things or was rubbed on certain parts of bodies. And I definitely believe that Diddy was doing this, because in that specific world where people are used, people are also sex trafficked, an example, a lot of that sex magic stuff is very heavy. I have my own experiences of that. Of course, some of you guys might know or might not know of, the scandal that I went through like 4 years ago, in regards to the fact that some of the stuff I was a minor, some of the stuff I was like 18, 19, 20, and you had these grown men who basically sex trafficked me, passed me on to other people, and I'd have to perform certain kinks for them. And obviously I needed the fast money to escape being essayed and raped myself. And in those instances, there were two where I believe the man was, 45, 47, and I think I don't know if I was 17 or 18 in that specific moment, and certain things were rubbed on me to the point where I could not move, and it didn't last for long. I would say like 5 minutes. But this particular type of magic that I believe is used in a way to either control people, fear people, keep that in them to the point where you don't want to tell anyone that this is basically what's happened, or it's just an element of a psychological game. And I think that the reason why I'm saying this and applying my personal experience is because I definitely believe that I was trafficked as a minor and going into my teens, and that this is something that is very common in London, also the world in general, which is why so many black girls are missing in Chicago, period, and why that's also a big conversation over there. That's just in that state. But there are loads of young boys and girls who are being trafficked left, right, center, and sex magic is being used in a way to either control them, instill fear in them, or they're attracting some kind of dark matter, or trying to bring something dark into their own life, or trying to have a conversation with spirits and with the devil in that way. All of this is very much true. I have my own experiences of it, and for some reason there are people out there who, when discussing me, are not actually talking about the grown men in multiple of these scenarios, because I was a minor in many scenarios, many of it being child porn, of me being the child, of me being the minor, of me being trafficked in this way, and escaping significant SA and R word. And some of these men did do stuff like that. And I remember I was in fear. I could not move. I was scared. I was so young. And these men are going to go for young boys and also young girls. Point blank period. Women as well. They're going to go for young boys and young girls. Because you even have that conversation of Christina Coram when she's talking about how she can sell this particular person to anybody in that civil lawsuit with Ashley Parham. Now, I know I make jokes when we talk about Janice, Auntie Christina, and etc. That's because it's honestly a coping mechanism for me, because all of this is extremely traumatizing to even talk about and discuss. It makes me really, like, my heart goes crazy. It is purely a shame when we're discussing my conversation, my story, that people don't understand that I also was the minor and the young one. I also was like, why are you not blaming the grown men who are using and telling and informing somebody to do something in my position, where, you know, they would put substances in drinks, tell you to take it, lock me in rooms, beat me up, and etc. And I can go into detail whenever I wish to do so in my own time, when I will do so. But that is a huge part of the conversation. And then they end up doing this kind of sex magic related stuff. And they do it a lot to young kids who have been sex trafficked. It's so common. It is insanely common how many children go missing. And then you have Roblox now facing multiple lawsuits about the contact of minors with adults. All of this is connected. Much like how Whitney Webb came to have a conversation about how Epstein and Diddy are connected under the same oligarch networks. All of this is connected, which is why they say ignorance is bliss. Because the more you know about this, the more questions you're going to have, more so than answers. But sex magic is something that definitely does happen. Definitely happened to me when I was trafficked. And it happens to multiple other people. And I wish that people would be just more aware of these rituals and these spirit related connections that people want to try and make, and how they heavily tie that with children. They tie that with minors. They tie that with young teens. Why? Because it's easier to exploit them. They don't have the funds. They don't have the coin. They're also probably running away from something, like I was running away from being R-worded. And then on top of that, who can they tell? Because then they're silenced very easily as well. We as in the past, but to those of today, easy targets. And so it's such a dark conversation in regards to baby oil laced with stuff and, you know, certain things that Diddy was doing. I definitely believe that this is connected, especially from my own experiences, where sex magic is used a lot when it comes to, you know, young minors and kids and, you know, late teens who are very troubled, running from their own unfortunate homeless pasts, and then end up running into this, and then they end up being discarded, then they end up disappearing. Like, they end up just going away. There was even a story I spoke about where some of the kids who were missing in that Texas ring, it wasn't even reported that they were missing. So you wouldn't even have known. It was on no database that this child had gone. Even the databases were manipulated. Do you realize how deep and crazy this is? So yeah, I do make jokes about the PDD case and etc. But I am somebody who has been through sex trafficking. I am somebody who has gone through that and has seen that dark side of the world and was made it out through the grace of God. I am very close to my religion and I do pray. And I think that's one element to it. And it is, you know, very upsetting to see people who would even see my story and see it as if I'm some evil villain or some evil person. And it's like, no, babes, I was sex trafficked. These men wanted to do these weird kinks, and you either do it or you get beaten up and drugged up and slapped the hell up. And they would do this kind of sex magic stuff. You just need the fast coins that you ain't living in a life where people are also touching you. So you end up in this. It's very similar to young boys and girls who move substances, who move drugs. They're doing so for these older people because they need the coin to escape their abusive stories. It's all very common. People like to dramatize it and act like, you know, you're some villain, but then they end up not actually villainizing the grown men in these scenarios. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me, because it's like these grown men are getting away with it. Point blank period. You got these 40, 50-year-old men, and then you have me at the age of 16, 17, 18, and like, you're really gonna look at me like I am the main. And this is how young boys and girls keep getting sex trafficked. This is how they keep getting sex trafficked, and this is how these grown people keep getting away with it. Because when you want to tell your story to some kind of extent or level, it falls on deaf ears. It completely just disintegrates because people don't care. They don't ever look at the people who are exploiting. They look at the people who have been exploited and then target them. And I don't understand that. It just genuinely makes no sense. If the person is wealthy and rich, then for some reason they can't be held account or they can't be dragged. But the people who are desperate, poor, doing whatever these people are wanting to do, get manipulated, they're the ones that get dragged. Like, it's insane. It really is insane. I don't know if people are even ready for the conversation of sex magic. I just wanted to touch on this in this video because it is very deep. It's very dark. People still don't believe in spirits and in jinns and, you know, any of that. People just think it's all false and fables and, you know, believe what the hell you want to believe. But all of this stuff is so common. And I've always connected the dots to these Diddy civil lawsuits, to Cassie's story, the certain stuff that he wanted to do sexually and the rituals and whatever, to even my own experience. And then also connected to the fact that this is probably happening to multiple other kids and that we need to just be aware, because at the end of the day, this isn't even a feel sorry for me video. This isn't even a let's look at Diddy for being a freak video, because we all know that he is. This is a video for save the kids. The kids are the one. The kids. Save the children, save the kids. Keep aware of that. Your own children, you understand? Just keep aware of them. When they come to sleeping at friends' houses, or what school they're going to, who's their teacher, what's the after school club saying, who's at the after school club, how they're getting hurt. Like, all of this is what you need to just be aware of. That's the message of this video. That's the moral. That's the crux, not anything else. And that's what we should be doing. But unfortunately, when you've been trafficked myself and you speak on your conversation and you speak on your stories, it just falls on deaf ears and people just think that you're trying to be like some victim. And it's like, no, nobody wants to be a victim, because if you play the victim card, you don't grow. You have to be responsible for your own actions. Otherwise, you just don't grow. As a person, you should be responsible for yourself, not for anybody else. I don't give a damn about anybody else. You got to be responsible for yourself. So it's not about playing. It's just about talking about this conversation if people really want to have it. And I've just been connecting the dots over the past week and a half, looking at the civil lawsuits, looking at the Diddy trial, looking at my own stuff, and I've just been thinking about it for a week and a half. So I just wanted to speak about it in a random video. This is all random. It was just thoughts in my brain. Like, I'm not reading no damn script. I'm just reading it out to you guys. So I don't know how you guys want to take this, but I think that this stuff is very real. It happens a lot, and I wanted to just randomly speak about it in this. I don't know how you guys are going to take this. But yeah, as I said, I will speak on my story. Like, I know people want to twist my scandal and they want to make it out like I'm kind of evil person and I'm against people and I'm against certain like, no, you lot just don't want to blame these grown-ass men who hire young boys and girls. Like I was the minor, I was the young one. there's literally child porn of me on the internet. It's literally me of a minor. Like, people don't get that. Maybe because I'm brown, maybe because I've got a beard, maybe because I'm masculine. I don't understand. But you should be more angry with the grown men, the people in their 40s and 50s, because if a 50-year-old man was telling your daughter at the age of 17 to do stuff, you're going to be angry at that man more than your daughter. Let's keep it a buck. But people don't get it, and I don't understand why. And I'm not saying you guys should get it for me. F me. Get it for your children. Understand it for your children, your nieces, your nephews, because these are the next generations that now need to be saved and prevented from this. Because the story of the Texas ring, crazy. The story of the Roblox lawsuits, crazy. The story of the minors in the lawsuits with Diddy, crazy. Like, it's just insane. Anyways, let me know your thoughts. I want to come to this. Subscribe if you guys want to. This video is very random and out of the loop. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about it. I think it's great just to speak unscripted to non-scripted to the channel. Subscribe, guys, if you guys wish to. I'd really appreciate it. It goes a long way. It's just one click. It really goes a long way. And comment down below on this conversation. I really want to know your thoughts on this. And I'll catch you guys soon for another video.
Also, man, Diddy twins. I don't know if y'all heard. We did a video on it, but the twins has actually got kicked off they was at a carnival or something. Got kicked off the roller coaster because they wouldn't get off their phones. I don't know if this was a situation where they tried to get all brand new. Maybe it was a misunderstanding, but they didn't get put out of the park, but they definitely got put off the ride. They asked them to get off the phone 3 times, as the story goes. So I don't know, man. I thought they was, of all of them, the twins, I thought they was laid back, chilled. They ain't trying to bother nobody, ain't trying to make no static. But in this situation, everybody know who you all are. You should be flying real far under the radar. I'm getting sleepy, man. I'm gonna get on up out of here. And y'all support the channel by purchasing. There should be a link below. Y'all can purchase the album, and also you can check out our other channel. Check out our other channel that we have already started and dropped videos on. It should be a link somewhere around in here to check out our other channel. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.